If I'm having a bad day and I go in the ocean, I'm just instantly happier. So my mom always makes a joke. She's like, we need to spray you with salt water. We need to get you in the ocean, because she knows it just makes me happier. Hi, I'm Caroline Marks, and this is how I dress the part. This is everything I do in a day. Right now, I'm just like soaking everything in. I feel like a sponge. Like I'm just absorbing everything and learning as much as possible. And I can't imagine my life without surfing. So that's why I think I'm never gonna get sick of it. Good morning. It is just about 6 a.m. So my typical day, I usually get up around like 5:30 or 6. First things first, you gotta feed this one. Now, after I feed dogs, we're gonna make breakfast. Usually I like make breakfast in my pajamas, make some avocado toast. Avocado and like rice cakes actually. I just want something like light that'll allow me to surf for a few hours, so voila. Now I'm gonna eat this and then go check the waves. We just go to Surfline. It has like every single cam of every beach. Sometimes I just look at that, check and it's like clear and nice, so just go straight to the beach because I know it's good already. We're out there, always. And then once I'm about to go in public, it's definitely like function over fashion for sure. It's usually just like leggings and a t-shirt, some sandals. I'm going to the beach and I don't really need to look that good. I'm gonna change into a wetsuit anyway, so might as well be comfortable. Ooh, it's wet.
Very wet.
Cold. So when I'm getting ready for the beach, I always bring 2 towels, some sunscreen, definitely a couple bars of wax, because my brothers always steal mine, honestly. They never bring wax. So I always bring an extra one. Yeah, obviously my surfboard, leashes, fins, hairbrush, some leave-in conditioner, sometimes some snacks and some water. That's about it, pretty simple.
Where are we going?
I think we're gonna go to Oceanside. It looks pretty fun. Bye, Mom. Mom's waving to me. We're at Oceanside and the waves look really fun. I'm excited. When I'm on the beach, I'm just like looking, okay, where are the best waves at? Like, kind of get a good landmark on the beach. Obviously, when the water's colder, you wear a wetsuit, and there's tons of different kinds of wetsuits. There's like short sleeve with long arms, there's short arms with long legs, so there's tons of different kinds, and they also have different millimeters, like of how thick they are. I live in California, so I usually wear anything from like a 2 millimeter wetsuit to like a 4.3. Getting into a wet wetsuit is definitely not fun. It's like hard to get on, and it's like really uncomfortable, and blah. It's not my favorite thing to do, but they keep you nice and warm though, so that's important. We're at Oceanside Pier, and yeah, the waves look really fun, so I'm excited to surf. I usually do a bit of stretching like right when I first wake up, and then some more when I get back down to the beach just to warm up again. As long as my body's like warm and get like heart going a little bit, especially when it's cold, it's nice to just feel warm and warmed up, and then when you're in the water, you just feel like on the first wave, which is super important. Sometimes I wear a watch when I'm surfing, but sometimes I don't. I kind of just am like, whatever, I'm just gonna surf as long as I want until I'm tired. I don't really have any rituals when I'm in the water. I just am trying to find the best waves and just have fun. And if I'm trying to work on a maneuver, I'll just like try to get as many waves as possible that allows me to do that maneuver. But other than that, it's just, I'm just trying to get the best waves and surf them to my best. My favorite thing to wear is when I go surfing is like a long sleeve, one-piece rash guard thing. It just makes me feel like really secure, and I don't have to worry about anything falling out or anything. It's like really nice and comfortable, and yeah, I prefer warm water, so it's like light and nice. It protects me from the sun, so it's my favorite thing to surf in. I like to surf in a bikini when it's a little bit smaller, so my bikini doesn't get ripped off when the waves are bigger, because that totally happens. That's why I like the long sleeve rash guard, is because it's like very secure, but I like surfing in a bikini for sure, yeah. This is my surfboard, and this is kind of like my everyday go-to board. 5'5", and it's just a normal squash tail. This is the pad. It's like called a deck grip, and it's extra grippy for where your back foot goes. And these are where the fins go. And then you also have a leash, which is right here. Whenever you like fall or lose your board, it just stays to your ankle, so you can just get it back really quick. If you don't have this, it'll wash to the shore, and you have to go in all the way to the beach and get your board. It's kind of a nightmare, so the leash is very helpful. But that's like my everyday go-to board if the waves are anywhere from like 2 to 5 feet. And then when it gets a little bit bigger, you usually ride like more of a round tail, which holds in better when there's like more power to the wave and you're going really fast, it just holds in better. Yeah, those are like probably my 2 go-to boards. And then whenever it's like a fun day and it's like kind of small and really sunny out, I usually like to ride like a fish. So it usually has like it literally looks like a fishtail. It's like a fish, like that. Usually it's a little bit shorter with a little bit more leader, so like a little bit more on top of the water for like smaller waves. It's just really fun to mess around on and just have fun, you know. So once I surf for a couple hours, I get out of the water, change out of my wetsuit.
Yeah, you gonna rock one of my stickers on your board?
Well, it depends on what kind of sticker it is.
It literally just says the debut.
That sounds sketchy. Drive home, unload all my stuff. So I just got back from surfing, and I'm just looking at the footage before we go to lunch. Just checking it out. go get some lunch, usually at Active Culture. It's like my favorite lunch spot. It's really quick and easy. It's actually right by my house, so I just bring it back to my house, eat it at my house. You know, obviously when you're young, you kind of just think you could eat whatever you want, but I was fortunate enough to have Red Bull. I did like a nutrition test and I got a bunch of results back. So the night before a competition, I know exactly what to put in my body to have great energy the next morning. So I'm actually really into my diet now, so it's really fun. Actually, it's super, super fun. I usually like to even like eat lunch and do school at the same time. Just kind of do 2 in 1. I have a great tutor that comes over whenever she's like, hey, you really need to do school this week. So we'll do school for like 1 to 2 hours and do that about 2 or 3 times a week. And I have a lot of great people around me supporting me and helping me, which is really, really helpful because I think by myself it'd be really hard. You know, for school I have a great tutor, and for surfing I have an awesome coach, and I just have a great family. My dad's telling me like, no, you actually have to do school right now. So he just reminds me and stuff. My dad's very strict with me with school, so I think I'm doing pretty good balancing that. Even with like friends and all that, I think it's really important to make the time to hang out with them and stuff like that. Feeling up for a quick training session? Catch you after. I usually like to train after I have my first surf. It's a lot of like body work stuff, not like no weights or anything like that, and then balance and a lot of stretching. So it's pretty much what my workouts consist of. Trying to prevent injuries and being really strong, having great endurance, but also staying lean and all that. Just got done training, just ate some food, and now I'm gonna watch some footage and then I don't know, maybe go surf again, we'll see. My afternoon surf is different just because I went to training already, so sometimes I might be a little fatigued, or sometimes I actually do feel better after I train because I'm like warmed up and feel fresh and all like my muscles are turned on, but that totally depends on the conditions. Sometimes it glasses off in the afternoon, sometimes it's on shore, so it just depends. Like when my body just like needs a lot of rest, I definitely like listen to my body. I'm just like so psyched to surf that like even if I am tired, I will surf again, you know? I'm just gonna be honest, I totally pee in my wetsuit. I mean, like when I'm out there for a couple hours, I like have to go pee. I'm not just gonna like hold it and go in and change out of my wetsuit and then put it back on. So I think majority of the surfers do pee in their wetsuit. My nightly routine, I usually just make sure I get a great dinner. We got some salmon, lemon, green beans, and quinoa. I like when my mom cooks at home. I love home cooked meals, and we usually all just eat at the dinner table and we just talk about our day, the highlight of our day, and what we're grateful for and everything. And so we just hang out. If I feel like it, I'll do some nighttime stretching if I feel like my body needs it, but usually I just make sure I get that great night rest to sleep. So, gonna watch a movie, go to bed. Thanks for watching.